obviously a point of strength for both of these teams, Brent.
Do you believe, BA, that these guys are coming in and not thinking about that very same thing? These guys want to test each other tonight, and you wonder, whoever gets the best of the other guy, will that elevate the next couple weeks of play for them in terms of their confidence? So a big man battle. Let's keep a close eye on it.
Here are the 5 for the Cavaliers. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Isaac Okoro is out there with Mitchell. And it's Strus in at the small forward position. And it's good for 2.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Could we say he wanted it more?
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Moments ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. I discussed with Coach the difficulties of guarding Donovan Mitchell. He jokingly responded, "You mean the guy who scored 71 points? It should be pretty easy." And he went on to say, "Donovan is one of the best scorers in the game. We have to be disciplined and guard him closely. This will be a big test for their defense." Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, BA, that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in LA, they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed, and now they're postseason regulars in the league.
And the foul called on Evan Mobley. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Zubac. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Leonard up top. Lays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his second basket of the game.
You don't want to give Kawhi that kind of positioning. He doesn't waste good looks.
Down low, Okoro. Allen on the wing. Allen with a screen on Leonard. Here's Strus. And another miss by Cleveland.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
And he gets that one. Leonard's got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
What poise from Mitchell there. Taking the hit like a champ and finding a way to convert. Nice.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Now here's Jones. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. On the wing, Strus. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And that one drops for him.
A few guys with better handles than James Harden. Really a magician with the rock.
The drive by Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? That one goes in. He's got 11.
He's such a strong guy. Donovan Mitchell plays bigger than his listed 6'1" height.
Here's Harden. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And what you like about James Harden, he can play with any set of teammates, Brent.
We're seeing this transition, BA, right, from Harden being this elite offensive system by himself to now being a better teammate, a guy who can facilitate and set guys up to make better offensive plays. So not shouldering the entire load anymore. He's been very flexible over the past couple seasons.
Grant, the Cavs making the playoffs the last 2 years. A big deal in Cleveland.
Well, outside of years with LeBron on the roster, they hadn't made the postseason since 1998. But this group of Cavaliers are making their own history now. He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
And that one good.
The finesse from Harden there. That's great stuff.
Here's Mobley. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Leonard looking around. Clock at 6. Tries again. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
That's the power and strength he brings. Kawhi able to absorb the contact. I'm not even sure he felt it and still knocks it down.
And despite his injury history, Kawhi still has the ability to...
Oh, man!
Oh!
Whoa, guys. I mean, this crowd is in awe of that Mitchell dunk. Heck, I'm in awe, too.
Here's Harden. And down it goes. 2 points. Harden's got 11 points.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Yeah, Mitchell putting on a clinic of his skills in this one. Take notes, kids.
Here's Harden. And it's good. 2 points. He's got 13.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this is his 2nd and 3rd free throws tonight. That free throw no good. And he's good on the 2nd. And here are the Clippers now. Simmons with it. With 2 seconds left. And the layup is good. Cuts off the pass. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. And for those of you just tuning in, 2nd quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Clippers.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
Ben Simmons is out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Nicholas Batum. And it's Eubanks in at the 5. That's the group for the Clippers starting the 2nd. Hunter with the ball, guarded by Batum. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket.
That's a good, solid heads-up play from Hunter. Finds the spot-up ready man.
Here's Simmons, and it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. And there have been a few teams lately who have been stockpiling draft picks, Brent. What do you think of that approach?
Well, B.A., if you look at the success of the draft, you're kind of 50-50 on whether or not you're going to get the talent that is required to win a championship. So getting multiple bites at the apple is a great strategy for teams to try to build the foundation of a championship caliber team.
Pass to Simmons. We're about a minute and a half into the 2nd quarter. Can't get it to drop. Here's Garland. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Now here's Simmons. Tightly guarded. It's good. Simmons has got 8.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Powell with a steal.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one falls for Powell. And no matter how many minutes he gets, Norm Powell is always ready to shoot, Brent.
Oh, man, B.A., Norman Powell has consistently been in that be-ready club off the bench. I mean, he can come in and score a bunch of points for his team and spark the offense. But this guy has been aggressive from day one, and it doesn't matter where he is, he knows his role.
The floater, and it's rejected. They retain possession. 5 on the clock. Here's Jerome. Cleveland again missing. And so it's Simmons with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Thompson with the block.
Shooter just can't help but throw that ball into Tristan Thompson's hand.
Yep, count it. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's Powell. Buries it down low. Powell's got 4 points this quarter. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Here's Jerome. He takes it in, and the basket is good. The Clippers lead by 4. Left side, Simmons. Stripped away. Outside, Hunter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Ben Simmons.
Herter's such a talented swing man, and every year he seems to find a way to add a little bit of something to his game.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Powell. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here's Jerome. Pass to Hunter. Banked it in off the glass. Hunter's got 7.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Simmons, the pass to Powell. 1:06 left in the second quarter. Back to Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Simmons with the jam.
It felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Out to Thompson. Now here's Garland. Eubanks defending. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Just love these opportunities in the open floor to see athleticism like what Norman Powell gave us there.
Garland, no good.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
It's Powell on the wing. He's got 6. From down low. Again, the Clippers score.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Here's Hunter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far at the line. Free throw good. Hunter. Now here's Simmons. 10 points for him. Powell outside. 3 seconds left. And he sinks the layup. He's got 10.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistent. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
He's been on the attack, playing hard and going right to the rim.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
On the court right now for Cleveland. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Okoro, and it's Green in at the small forward position. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Evan Mobley was the 3rd overall pick in 2021, and his teammate Donovan Mitchell said about him, "It's crazy, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I don't think he really understands how good he can be. He can take us to a completely different level. I personally believe that he can be a top 5 player in this league." Brian, high praise for his teammate.
Indeed it is. Good stuff, Allie. Harden. Right wing. Zubac passes to Jones. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. And And the Clippers lead by 6.
Now that was a clever adjustment. I mean, that was a tough shot.
Now, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Out to Leonard. Kawhi, so steady inside.
Well, an excellent passer, Harden taking pride in finding an open teammate.
Right side Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. Driving inside. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound. Los Angeles leading by 8. Harden with it. Loaded now by Okoro.
Well, Harden, a true creator when he has the ball in his hand.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line. No good on that one.
At the line for LA, James Harden.
Good on the 2nd one. The Cavaliers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And Mobley with the basket on the assist by Green. Mobley's gotten 4 this quarter.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
Outside Jones. Over to the wing. Dunn, the pass to Harden. Another shot. Mitchell grabs a miss. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And the call will be against James Harden. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
First 2.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
I always wonder about those bigger guys, how much easier a read is like that, and Allen finds the open guy set up to shoot it.
Leonard finds Harden. From 12 feet. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Stolen by Harden. Going inside. And Harden with the slam.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 7. Pass to Allen. Zubac with the steal. In transition, here come the Clippers.
And this kind of 6 slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
And Okoro continues to grow in his confidence. You can see it the way he attacked that time.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And the Cavaliers will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. Wade comes in for Mobley. Hunter's checked in for Green. And Darius Garland subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Powell outside. Pass to Simmons. Hunter with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Here's Wade on the take. It's deflected.
And sometimes shooters forget how long Batum is. He uses it so well to reject shots.
Powell passes to Batum. Back to Powell. Pass to Batum. Shot clock at 6. Thompson pulls it in.
Uh-oh. Did he change his mind on the way up? I think he did.
Here's Okoro. Can't connect from short range. Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's Powell. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
That ability to shoot is going to give Norman Powell some driving lanes with which he can exploit.
A different look for Cleveland. Okeke comes in for Okoro. And Jerome subbed in for Garland. Here's Okeke. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Okeke's got his first basket.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Here's Powell. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Powell can play with some power. Even at 6'3", 6'4", he's got a good base.
Hunter. The Clippers grab the miss. 29 seconds left in the third. Batum outside. Here's the three. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. On the wing, Wade. The rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Powell. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers up by. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
4th quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Drew Eubanks, Nicholas Batum out there with Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
Here's Hunter. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Here's Powell. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
And the Cavaliers going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Dunn. A deep 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from 3-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Mitchell bullies his way inside.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his 3rd foul so far. Hunter's checked in for the Cavaliers. It's stolen by Hunter. Mobley, right side. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
The Clippers lead by 4. Outside Jones. The rebound by Allen. The Cavaliers have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Okoro. Allen inside, working on Jones. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, the defense has got to bring a little bit more. Hitting Allen like that is not going to prevent him from scoring.
Harden can't hit. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 2-point game. The score now all even.
He's having a good night from the field. Now, I know the defense is really keying in on him.
Are you kidding me? Wow! Amazing!
Man, it looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Ties it up with that one. You know, he's such a smart scorer. He doesn't force anything, lets the opportunities come to him.
Here's Leonard. Double team on Leonard. Outside Jones. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Yeah, nothing you can do about that. I mean, Mitchell finds airspace and fills it.
Jones, the pass to Zubac. And the bucket is good. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Oh, man, love calling Zubac's number there. 7 feet. Get shots off in big moments.
And Mobley throws it down.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
Double team on Leonard. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Here's Mobley. And he drew the blocking foul, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair. James Harden picks one up. And the moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Cleveland.
I mean, they play some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
But we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
And Hunter, here we go. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
And the basket by Leonard. 1:11 left in the game. Mobley finds Mitchell. Back to Mobley. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
They'll pin that one on Jared Allen.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both. And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line. In a tight ball game, you can pretty much bank on these.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Kept alive. Here's Zubats. And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And with their backs against the wall, Zubats goes off.
Mitchell, and that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll get him his 4th foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
Harden with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Good on the first. And that narrows the gap to 1. Harden hits them both.
Hitting all your free throws at the end is huge in this league. So many games are decided by razor-thin margins.
Here's Mitchell. Stolen by Harden. Leonard, left side. Dunn, left side. Back to Leonard. Zubats, screen. Leonard inside. Oh, it falls!
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What do you think Coach will be drawing up here?
They could actually go for a 3 and win here, but I think they may play it safe and try to send this game to overtime.
Hunter on the wing. Over Jones. So a close game sees the Clippers taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice in the mirror, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the
anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Los Angeles. From deep three-point land, Wembanyama with the rebound. Paul passes to Sohan. It's hauled in by Zubac. Now the Clippers with it. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. Now, I asked him the approach they're going to take with De'Aaron Fox, and Coach said that Fox's speed is the big challenge. He said we're dealing with maybe the fastest player in the league, so we've got to be high energy at the defensive end. They know they have their work cut out for them. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And the basket by Harden.
And as long as Harden's in the building, he has the confidence he can make it.
You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake. Just another place you have to take Leonard seriously. He's so capable from the outside.
And the basket by Vassell.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Paul finds Wembanyama. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Wembanyama's got his second basket of the game. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Harden with it. Chris Paul covering. And James Harden hits from deep. Harden's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Clippers.
I mean, there's just no limit to Harden's range. Even from way downtown, this guy is a threat to score.
Nobody near Leonard. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Leonard. 8 points for him.
And when Harden's this close, he looks to score. Love his mentality. I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Los Angeles leading by 4. They get it back. Knocks it loose. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Vassell. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. The Clippers have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 5. Yep, that one goes in there.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammates. Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
Drills the three-pointer.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 7 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
Powell for 3. They get it again. Harden kicks to Leonard. Misses the 3. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. It's a 5-point game. Here's Vassell. Sweet little floater. Vassell's got 9.
Now, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
And here's Leonard from 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Paul off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Mills. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Coffey. Over Barnes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Drew Eubanks out there with Batum. And it's Mills. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are inaugurating their new arena this season, and they're set to host the All-Star Game next season. It will mark the 7th time that the LA area has hosted the All-Star facilities. Kevin, there will be no shortage of stars in attendance.
That's always the way it is in LA. You're so right, David. It ought to be quite a spectacle. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
Here's Castle. Eubanks grabs the miss. Clippers leading by 3. Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy. Oh, the handles. The rookie Castle flashing his potential.
And here's Bogdanovic for 3. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Barnes, right side. A 3. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes. Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Shot by Champagnie, no good. Here's Eubanks. A 3-pointer, no good. San Antonio leading. Out to the right wing, the 17-footer. And the Spurs scoring again.
You like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
Here's Coffey. And just miss after miss right now. San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. And again, no good by the Clippers. Spurs leading by 4. Barnes the screen. Not gonna go that time. Great D that time from Batum. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
San Antonio's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. Barnes has got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
San Antonio's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Three-pointer. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Knocks down the three ball. Bogdanovich has got 12 points now in the quarter.
A dead-eye shooter. Bogdan working off the pass there.
Here's McLaughlin. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. Bogdanovich, no luck.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Fires from 18. And that one's good. Mamu Kelishvili.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Now Barnes, following Bogdanovich's three-point attempt. And it's Mamu Kelishvili missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's the screen. Now, here's Bogdanovich. And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the floor for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Chris Paul is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. And you know, Greg, we're seeing so many teams utilizing the dribble handoff.
And it really forces the defense into a bad spot. Can create situations where the offense has an advantage, and then it allows you to kind of seek out the matchup.
Driving in, and Harden with the stuff.
The numbers are talking. Harden with a huge night, showing great versatility.
That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kicks it out to Harden. Clippers moving the ball around. For the lead. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Sohan. Still yet to score. The fader. And Wembanyama gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
From deep Harden. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Such an interesting player, isn't he, Coach Jeremy Sohan? He played a lot of point guard during his second season.
Yeah, Kevin, the Spurs experimented with Sohan at the 1. It was a bit unconventional. They went away from it later in the year. But that experience as a point guard will continue to help his playmaking ability as his career progresses.
Here's Vassell. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
San Antonio's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you You want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
Here's Vassell. It's hauled in by Zubats.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And the shot is good. Now just a 2-point Spurs lead.
And that time converting off the catch. Harden showing a little bit of everything tonight.
Here's Wembanyama. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Harden gets the bucket. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Wembanyama has got 10 points in the quarters.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. De'Aaron Fox stays in attack mode. He says people don't want to guard somebody that's going to attack them on every possession. Can't get that break. Can't take any plays off. His speed, Kevin, that is a lot to deal with all game long.
A ton, David, to deal with, no question. DA thanks. The deep three from Harden. The long distance three is buried. Harden's got 29 in the game.
And that's in the gym range, Kev. He can pull up and knock it down from anywhere.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Wembanyama getting it done inside.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Pass to Vassell. The kick out to Fox. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Drew Eubanks. Bogdan Bogdanovic is out there with Mills. Then there's Batum, and it's Coffey in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And here's Bogdanovic for 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
To take the lead, San Antonio with the rebound. Amukelashvili has got 8 rebounds in this game. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Puts up a deep 3. And it's Bogdanovic again missing. Here's Castle. Mills with the rebound. Clippers trail by 4. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And it's Bogdanovich again missing. To the wing right side. And yep, he really drops after rolling around the rim.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one tonight.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
And it's Barnes slamming it down.
And there's a nice playmaking element to Castle's game, especially at 6'6".
Puts up a deep 3. Back to Batum. They need this. And again, it's the Clippers missing. San Antonio leading by 8 to the paint. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Clippers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Drains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 32 points in the game.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
Here's Vassell. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Offline with his 3.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And here's Harden for 3. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Vassell, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort. A nice shot by Sohan.
And just feeding the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
The 3 from Harden. Wembanyama with the rebound. Ball outside. Wembanyama high post. And the shot goes down. And now a 9-point Spurs lead.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Fader on the way. Leonard, no luck. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Powell for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And it's Sohan missing. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was... basketball. When it comes to teams that like pushing the break, Richard, look no further than these two teams in front of us.
I'm expecting a fun one here tonight, Kevin. Definitely not for the faint of heart. These teams love to get out and run.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Paul out there with Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Wembanyama outside. Allen with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Mitchell with the drive, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
I'm just going to be real with you. With a full head of steam, the defense, they might not even bother when Mitchell's going that quickly.
Vassell with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Greg, the Cavaliers in recent years establishing a defensive identity.
They do a great job of locking down the paint, Kevin, forcing teams to shoot over the top and just vacuuming up those misses.
And that one's good, Mitchell.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before.
Strus fires from way outside. Poked away.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Goes up on the wing, uses the glass to drop it in. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Chalk up 2 there.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
A 3 from Strus. Hits it from three-point range.
Getting better at recognizing when his teammates are open. Garland, great time right there.
Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Mobley right side. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Allen kicks to Mobley. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
This is something that Mobley is still developing, but nice to see him take a confident shot from the arc.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
2 minutes remaining in the first.
A 3 from Wembanyama. Tracks in the tray. Wembanyama's got 15.
And you don't anticipate a guy over 7 feet tall pulling up and drilling a shot like that.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talents, and you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is 1 of 1. Hey, thank you for the report.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Spurs leading by 5. Sohan, the pass to Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. The Cavaliers shooting just about an even 40% to start. A three-pointer is right on target.
Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Yeah, the defender just lacks the reach to be able to contest him properly. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Here's Wembanyama for 3. From downtown. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot by Mitchell, no good. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. From 18 feet away, second shot opportunity, 18 feet out, and good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Wembanyama has got 25 points in the game. Mobley wide open. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Victor Wembanyama. Make it. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Harrison Barnes and it's Champagnie in at the small forward. Lead from outside, and it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. Pass to Barnes, shoots the 3, drills it from outside. Barnes has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Stolen. Jerome passes to Hunter. Here's Merrill. Connects from three-point range.
And how about the awareness Hunter possesses? Understands when one of his guys has an opportunity.
Here's Castle. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Hits the three-point bomb. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's McLaughlin. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Hunter, no one around him. The rebound by Champagnie. San Antonio's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Nobody near Barnes. And it's off from three-point range. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Jerome. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Kept alive. Here's Barnes, and it's blocked. Hunter with it. Launches a 3. Good on the triple. Hunter's got the lead up to 4 now for Cleveland.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
From deep three-point land, Merrill can't hit. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And going out of bounds, last touch by Barnes. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Here's Merrill. That 3 off the mark. 1:44 left in the first half. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, yeah. Castle can leap up to the rim. The rookie putting some power behind that finish.
Here's Barnes, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Jerome, good. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Hunter, no good. San Antonio trailing here. Takes the 3, and the 3-ball is good.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Fires the 3. It's in. It's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Castle. He's defended by Merrill. Barnes can't get it to go. For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. San Antonio's gotten the 3-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Hunter, a 3. Pass to Jerome. In the corner, it's Hunter. Cans it from downtown. Hunter's got 12. 8 seconds left now here in the second. Here's McLaughlin. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. DeAndre Hunter, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Cleveland. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
At the forward spot, it's Strus and Mobley. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Allen in at the center position. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Vassell finds Wembanyama. Wembanyama deadly inside. Cleveland's gotten blank from 3-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
It's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Mobley.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And that one, good. 34 points for Victor Wembanyama.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
and they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Wembanyama, that's for 2. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Mitchell launches it from deep. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Wembanyama, a screen on Garland. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Paul.
Everywhere on the floor, Wembanyama is a walking mismatch.
The 3 from Garland sinks the three-pointer. Garland's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire. He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And Wembanyama with it. And Allen picks him up defensively.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And it's Strus missing. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Wembanyama. Good D by Mobley. The Cavaliers trailing. It's Strus on the wing. Defended by Paul. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Shoots it. A nice shot by Mobley. Mobley's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
That's just crazy to me. Guys like Evan Mobley that are 7-footers, they are entering into the league right now with a nice jumper.
Count that bucket. Wembanyama's got 40 points.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Zohan, the pass to Wembanyama. Mitchell wide open. They get it back. A kick out to Mobley. It's Strus on the wing. A miss that time would have put him up.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easiness.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
He runs so well for his size. Wembanyama knows how to finish on the break.
And here's Strus for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Strus has got 6 points.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Zohan finds Paul. And there's the call on Evan Mobley. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Here's Castle. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Shot clock at 5. And the 3 off target. Here's Jerome. Here's Okiki. And another 3 for Cleveland.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cavaliers lead by 2. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for San Antonio, they've got Castle, and it's McLaughlin in at the 1. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jared Allen's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Evan Mobley comes in for Okiki. Mitchell, he's checked in for Sam Merrill. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Garland. And so he makes both from the line.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Merrill, guarded by Fox. Merrill can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Wembanyama outside. The kick out to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. His three-pointers off the mark. Cleveland leading by 3. Mitchell looking it over. Pass to Mobley. They get it again to the left wing. Cleveland moving it around. For 3, Hunter. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Wembanyama up and in on the layup. Wembanyama has got 46 points.
And a big man who moves like a guard. Wembanyama is an absolute terror when he slices inside. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass. Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Hunter kicks to Mobley. Pass to Mitchell. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
The baseline J. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Merrill gets the bucket.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Here's Mobley, and Mobley throws it down.
What an elite athlete Mobley is, getting off the ground effortlessly for the throwdown.
Wembanyama, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Jared Allen. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted. And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Mitchell finds Merrill. For 3. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Merrill's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for the Cavs. Here's Wembanyama. It's good. Wembanyama's got 53.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Mobley misses.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Outside, Fox. Shoots over Merrill. Fox, no good. Cleveland leading by 5. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Misses the deep three-point attempt. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Such a good facilitator. If your defense makes a mistake, Paul will find the open man.
Kicks it out to Allen. Hunter, the 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Well, we saw this from Hunter in the tournament. When Virginia won the championship, he was a clutch performer.
A 3 ball. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Wembanyama for three. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It's on Jared Allen.
And this is important for Wembanyama's development, wanting to step up and be a leader.
In a tight game, he is exactly who you wanted at the line.
Here's Hunter.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. Sees the alley-oop, so it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. That was a fun night of basketball.
But eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it baked. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the beer. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer.
outside.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Powell and Kawhi in at the forward spots. James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. Now here's Mitchell. Fires from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And normally Mitchell wants his shot head on. But you give him the corner and he will adapt.
Pass to Leonard. Now here's Harden. Off target from outside. Outside Mitchell. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Mitchell's got his second basket on the night.
Look at Mitchell's commitment to his shot. Doesn't let the contact slow him down.
And Max Strus picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Now here's Harden. Dunn outside. Outside Harden. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one's on Darius Garland.
Such a versatile guard. James Harden is a triple-double threat every single night.
And he can't make it 3 for 3. Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Wow. Zubats way up.
For Cleveland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Pass to Powell. Over Garland. Out to Leonard. Outside Harden. Here's Zubats. 6 on the shot clock. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Cavaliers on D.
And Garland battling right now, staying on the balls of his feet to be active defensively.
From deep, Strus nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Leonard. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
From deep, Mitchell. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Mitchell has everything, including that three-point shot.
From outside the arc. Harden missing again.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now here's Zubats. Fires for 3. Goes back up. Leonard outside. Takes the 3 after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
Kawhi typically solid from 3. You're not sure you want to leave him open like that.
Here's Strus. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the 3. Dunn's shot is good.
And keeping everyone involved early. Now, that typically pays dividends.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
The answer from Mitchell, a 3 of his own.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute, who told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
Allie, thank you.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Dunn. They get it back. Leonard for three. The Cavaliers pull it in. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The three from Mitchell. The Clippers grab the miss. 26 seconds left in the first quarter. To the paint. Powell passes to Dunn. Out to Leonard. Outside Harden. Leonard with a screen on Garland. Three-pointer. Harden gets the 3 ball to go. Harden's got 8.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. It's a tie game in Cleveland. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the... And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Cavs' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. We've got Ben Simmons, Amir Coffey out there with Nicholas Batum. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic, and it's Eubanks in at the center.
And Batum pretty consistent from the three-point line. Defenses could not afford to give him that kind of slack.
Offensive rebound. Here's Wade. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Wade's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Simmons, the pass to Coffey. Outside Bogdanovic. Connects from downtown.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovic dangerous.
Fader on the way. Ben Simmons grabs the board. The Clippers lead by 5. Right side Bogdanovic. Launches it. Some solid defense from Merrill. For Cleveland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdan Bogdanovic. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
You know, the thing, BA, I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with.
Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
They're starting to pull away here as their shots keep falling.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
Merrill passes to Hunter. Looking to end the run. Sinks it from distance. Hunter's got his first 3 points of the game.
Looking for some friendly competition as Hunter responds with a three-pointer of his own.
Here's Batum. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Pass to Merrill. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. The rebound by Eubanks. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 17-6 run. Batum. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Merrill outside. Ben Simmons grabs the board.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Knocks down the triple.
Batum with no hesitation that time. Coaches encouraging him to shoot that one.
And here's Hunter from the arc. Tries again. Here's Thompson. Oh, breaks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. Pass to Batum. Launches a 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. The 3 ball. Merrill, that's good. Merrill's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's a good, solid heads-up play from Hunter. Finds the spot-up ready man.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them. This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Allen. Thanks. Now here's Hunter. They get it again. Pass to Jerome. Let's go with a three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Simmons, no good.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Simmons.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Eubanks. Bogdanovich passes to Batum. Beyond the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. Thompson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they push the tempo in this one, getting out in transition and making the defense pay. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You're going to like what we're seeing from Nick Batum.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell on the wing with Strus. And it's Garland in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Now here's Strus. He shoots it. Rebounded by Dunn. The Clippers lead by 7. Powell for 3. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got rebound number 8 now. Strus with it. Picked up by Powell. Mobley, a screen on Powell. And a deep 3 from Strus. Not going to go that time. Oh, great D that time from Powell. From behind the arc. He can't get that one to fall. And Grant, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft. That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Allen with a screen on Powell. From deep, Strus fires in the triple. Strus has got 6 points.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
The fadeaway. Harden from outside. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Garland with the ball. Harden picks him up. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Leonard's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Dunn. Powell outside. 4-3. Mobley grabs the board.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Harden, the pass to Zubac. From deep, back to Harden. From downtown, he drops it from range. 11 points in the game.
You better be right up on James Harden or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
Garland for 3. Drops in the 3.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Harden, good.
You could see that coming. Harden was going to answer back, and he did.
For three. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. It's stolen by Garland. And here they come. Strus with it. Picked up by Powell. And there's Strus. That one's good. On the assist by Mitchell.
This is something Mitchell is only getting better at. Finding ways to get his guys good shots.
Out to Leonard from deep three-point land. The rebound by Allen. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. They trail by 3. Mobley outside. For the tie. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Inside. Harden, the pass to Powell. Hits the trifecta. Powell's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Great job by Norman Powell off the catch.
Shot is up. No good, off the front rim. Los Angeles leading by 6. Leonard for 3. Can't hit that one.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
He's always a threat to bury a catch-and-shoot jumper. Mitchell doesn't waste time.
Now here's Harden. He's got 14.
And he's easily led the way on the boards tonight.
Well, he's been everywhere, and collecting those rebounds, that ends any kind of offensive possession and gets them started.
Strus with the bucket.
He's showing off the floor awareness right there. I love whenever Mitchell looks to share the wealth.
Harden, the pass to Leonard. Back to Harden. Here's Zubats. Allen defending. Three-pointer, Harden. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game. Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Garland. He's got 6. From deep, Mobley. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got his 3rd assist of the night. Harden surveying the D. Puts up a 3. No luck on that one. That one doesn't drop. James Harden. He's been the guy making things happen for the Los Angeles Clippers. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And so in the game for Los Angeles, Nicholas Batum out there with Amir Coffey. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then it's Ben Simmons. And it's Eubanks in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Simmons. Three-pointer, no good. To take the lead. Cleveland again missing. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 4th quarter. Batum outside. Fires from deep. And that basket makes him 6 for 11. Shooting a good percentage.
Yeah, nice job creating on offense. Batum getting consistent looks, and he's hitting them. Great night for him.
Pass to Wade. The 3 is up. Gets the 3 to fall.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. From outside the arc. Counted from distance. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Here's Batum. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist.
3 points.
Simmons has got 5 assists in the game.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Simmons with it to the wing, right side. Batum shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that
one. Here's Merrill. Gets some space and parries the jumper.
With the defense trying to protect the interior, he pulls at the arc and drains it.
Simmons, the pass to Batum. From the arc. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Simmons. Fires the three. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
No matter the stakes, Batum will take the challenge.
Fires away from way outside. Batum pulls it in.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
So you're saying that he's out there right now protesting in some form or fashion?
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. The Cavs trailing. Here's Merrill. On target from range. Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Here's Batum. And the Clippers miss again. Oh, got a piece of it. The Cavaliers shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Really left him alone that time. Merrill's got 9 points here in the second half.
And defensively, how do you leave him that open in crunch time?
Batum outside. There's the three. Eubanks, the pass to Batum. Fires the three. Thompson pulls it in.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Pass to Jerome. The three. And Cleveland another three.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Here's Wade. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. It's another three for Cleveland.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Lets the three fly. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Here's Jerome. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Now here's Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. A clean win. And
one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
And the Clippers starting five. We'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Harden out there with Dunn, and it's Zubac into the center, walking down the middle. A shot by Wembanyama, no good. Good. This one for three, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist from Zubac. Harden's got the first bucket of the game with the three for Los Angeles. Here's Wembanyama, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And Wembanyama's ability to pick and pop from anywhere on the floor puts defenders on their heels.
Puts up a deep three. A pass to Fox. Back to Wembanyama. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
No problem knocking that one down. Wembanyama's got his third bucket of the night.
And that's a routine play for Paul. He's not going to miss the open man.
Sohan with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And he lays it straight in. Leonard's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
And there is no hesitation on Vassell's catch-and-shoot jumpers. Any sort of room, and he's letting it fly.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Sohan. Off target from outside.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Kicks it out to Harden. Six to shoot. Fires for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Ball outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Dunn. Wembanyama, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Greg Popovich.
Now, he couldn't have been more complimentary about Kawhi Leonard. After some injury issues, he's now back to being the best guy on the floor most of the time. Coach said slowing him down is like trying to hold back an avalanche with a shovel. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
Kawhi is such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the contest. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. Paul with the screen for Vassell. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Done outside. Back to Powell. Kicks it out to Leonard. From the arc. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Wembanyama. It's Vassell on the wing. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around. Multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Goes up the baseline. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
San Antonio trailing here. Vassell left side. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Harden can't hit. Vassell right side.
The players under video review on the NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes to review the
Going
play.
to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
Yeah, and at this point of the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip?
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Clippers ahead. They're up by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Los Angeles?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
They've out-hustled their opponents so far in this one. A lot of points in the open floor, and that's giving them the advantage.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Batum is out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Mills. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the small forward. And that one's good. Champagny.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth. Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Pass to Champagny. And we're about a minute into the second quarter play. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Batum scanning the floor. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. That's a 2 from Barnes. And his first shot of the game, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Releases. Mills can't hit.
Well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Batum, the screen. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Mills passes to Bogdanovich, looking to end the run. Buries the long-range jumper. Bogdanovich has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Barnes. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Mills. Here's Champagny. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 4. Here's Coffey. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Mills passes to Eubanks. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Spurs leading by 5. Here's Castle. The quick look, no good that time. LA's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Here's Coffey. Los Angeles with another miss. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Count that one. Barnes has got the lead up to 7 now for the Spurs.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And the Clippers miss again for San Antonio. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Champagny. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
Batum wide open. He fires. Hands it from downtown.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
And there's the drive. And that one's good. Champagny.
You like to see Castle creating opportunities for his team.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Mamu Kelishvili with the rebound. Mamu Kelishvili has got 6 rebounds in the game. McLaughlin, the pass to Barnes. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bogdanovich looking around. A steal. And so that brings the first half to a close. Spurs lead by 8. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. De'Aaron Fox out there with Chris Paul. And it's Vassell in at the 3. That's the San Antonio 5.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Pass to Dunn. The 3 from Harden. Trains it from beyond the arc. Harden's got 11 points.
Well, that's basically a warm-up 3 for him. The defense can't allow him that caliber of attack.
Outside for Wembanyama. It's the target from 18 feet. 12 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Harden gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor. And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Harden, no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. From outside the arc. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. Leonard, that's for 2. And again, no good by the Clippers. San Antonio leading by 8. Pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. That doesn't go either for Wembanyama. LA's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Got that bucket in no time at all. Dunn's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Here's McLaughlin. No scoring in this one. Pass to Castle. And stolen by Dunn. And here's the fast break. Dunn leading the way. Leonard, no luck.
And when you can't get anything
to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak. Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Releases. Ball's knocked loose. Fires the three. San Antonio with the rebound. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Here's Champagne. And again, it's the Spurs from deep. Clippers trail by 11. And Leonard has it in the corner. Bring it up for Kawhi Leonard from 3.
3 points.
You see the competitor in Leonard matching the three from the other end.
Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And the Spurs scoring again.
Yeah, that fadeaway gave him more than enough space to get that shot on.
Harden finds Zubats. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Spurs leading by 10. And Dunn over to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Good work defensively by Harden. Clippers trail by 10. Here's Dunn. Powell, no one around him. No good from outside.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And here's Harden for 3. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Oh, and the D, you got to get out on that, or Harden will make you pay.
And McLaughlin gets it to go.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Harden kicks to Zubats. Leonard with no one around. Off target with his 3. San Antonio leading by 11. Champagne passes to Barnes. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Here's McLaughlin. The three-pointer, no good. And here is Powell. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's San Antonio. Their lead at 11. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Bogdan Bogdanovic. Batuma's out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Mills. And it's Coffee in at the 3 spot. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
The D just couldn't anticipate Bogdanovic's shot there. He catches them by surprise with the pull-up.
Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. That's short off the rim.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Yes, that goes in. Mamu Kelishvili has got 5 points in the quarter. Clippers trail by 10. Bogdanovic wide open. Here's Coffee. Shoots the 3. And it's Bogdanovic. Again missing. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Coffee can't get it to go.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Offensive rebound. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
And he makes both free throws. Stan, I could talk about coaching with you from morning till night, but what's the most difficult part of coaching that maybe the average fan doesn't know about?
Well, there's probably a lot of things like that, Kevin, so I'll just give you one. When you're coaching a star player who's on the decline a little bit, in his own mind, he's still that guy he was in his best years, but you have to limit his role, not get him as many shots, things like that, and there can be some tension, and it's with a guy that you have huge, huge respect for.
That's a great example. Coaching an aging star, very different. Clippers trail by 12. Here's Coffey. Misses the three. And so it's Paul bringing it up for San Antonio. And it's Vassell in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. To end the run, drills the three-pointer. Bogdanovich has got 9 points in the quarter.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A shot by Batum, no good. San Antonio leading by 12. A three from Wembanyama drains the three-pointer. Wembanyama has got 10 points here in the second half.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Mills can't hit. San Antonio's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Wembanyama outside. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Spurs.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
And listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Well, you know, his work on the glass was a key factor, helping to turn the tide as far as the possession game, and so often that's the difference.
Now here's Paul, covered by Mills. To the inside. It's picked off. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. .35 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Coffey. 6 on the shot clock. Over Fox. The rebound by the Spurs. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And the basket is good.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
Clippers ball. Substitution on the court.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. Much appreciated, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Time, but eventually, I'll get there.
I'm a tiger on the loose, I'm a menace in the booth, I'm the medicine you're afraid to take. I'm the gasoline and nut and the devil in your gut that you're fighting just to keep it fake. Kinda like the view with the dice and me, top down with the rims and gold. So baby, pour me a drink, I'm gonna let out the freak beat back in the field. Let him run, let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla. Let him eat, stone cold killer. Let off the beat. Let him bang on the streets like Godzilla.
Defense looking for answers.
The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. And it's Garland in at the 1. And for the Spurs, Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Chris Paul. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Okay, Mr. Allen, I did not know the three-point shot was in your bag. Nicely done.
Sohan, the pass to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with 2 hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Strus with the bucket.
Wow, showing the ability to create for himself and others. Darius Garland, good court awareness.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Off the mark there with a 3. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. And Mitchell launches it from deep. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Down low. Sohan. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
And Doris, who can forget the 2016 Cavs? The team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I caught up with Coach Greg Popovich, and guys, Coach stated the number of different ways that Donovan Mitchell can be productive. The emphasis for this defense is going to be limiting his touches throughout the game and trying to trap him when they can. It's a tall task for the defense. B.A.?
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Wembanyama, rejected by Allen.
Boy, you've got to watch those long arms of Jared Allen. Twice on the pipe, send it back.
Back to Garland, 3-pointer. He drops it from range.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Wembanyama, takes it inside.
Oh, ferocious on the attack. Once Wembanyama gets into the lane, the defense is done.
And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Wembanyama, screen on Garland. Outside for Wembanyama. To the middle. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Cavaliers ball.
The Cavs trailing. Stolen by Vassell. Left side, Wembanyama. The 3. That is now his 7th field goal in 10 attempts. Impressive.
And you've got to worry about Wembanyama everywhere. He puts a defense to the test.
To the left wing. The 3 is up. Mobley grabs the board. Cavaliers trail by 5. Garland with the ball. And it's Paul picking him up. And a deep 3 from Strus. Cleveland again missing.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jared Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. San Antonio shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And with the 8-foot wingspan of Wembanyama, it feels like he releases the ball halfway to the bucket.
Now here's Sohan. From deep, Wembanyama connects from downtown. Wembanyama's got 19 points.
Well, more and more you see big men working on the outside shot, and this guy has one of the better ones in the league.
From deep, Mobley. The rebound by the Spurs. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. From deep, Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds now. The 3 from Mitchell. Sohan with a rebound. San Antonio leading by 6. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. 21 points in the game.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value, and nice to see him delivering.
The 3 from Mitchell. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for San Antonio. On the If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Castle, also Jordan McLaughlin out there, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the center position. That's the San Antonio 5. Out to the right wing. To the right side. Here's Champagny. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
The shot by Merrill, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. That free throw good from Barnes. And Doris, some use the term stocks to add up steals and blocks. Chet Holmgren and Victor Wembanyama's stocks are through the roof.
Well, in fact, since the turn of the century, only 5 rookies ever have averaged over 3, quote, stocks per game. Victor and Chet are both on that list. And listen, if you're a passionate NBA fan, you are so excited about these 2 young men. The size and the skill and the eye-popping things they're doing on a nightly basis. NBA is in good hands.
Spurs lead by 5. And they're pushing it up. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Good on both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. Well, San Antonio shooting 61% for the game, knocking them down. Cavaliers trail by 7. Wade pass to Hunter. It's Merrill on the wing. Thompson with a screen. There's the triple. Merrill, that's good.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. And the rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Merrill outside. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J. Merrill's got 6.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Good on the bucket.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Merrill outside. Pass to Hunter. From the arc. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. San Antonio leading by 3. McLaughlin pass to Mamukelashvili. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
San Antonio foul. Champagny. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Hunter for 3. They get the rebound. Merrill outside. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. 9 points in the game.
The 3-point shot has been his weapon of choice this quarter.
McLaughlin pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Champagny. Hunter covering. From the wing, and he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. McLaughlin's gotten his first points in this one. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. From behind the arc, it's another three for Cleveland.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Now here's Barnes. 6 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 1.
He's just able to score from anywhere on the floor, but Barnes loves that high percentage area.
Merrill passes to Jerome. They set the screen. And there's the drive. Here's Wade. And Cleveland another three.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Mamukelashvili passes to Champagny. Here's Mamukelashvili. Here's McLaughlin. It's rebounded by Wade.
You'd like to see more effective ball movement there.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting at 44% in the second, a decent rate. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Barnes. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Cavaliers on top, leading by just 2. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
He's been on a tear so far, throwing down some vicious dunks. I was a little worried for the rim in the first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
On the court right now for Cleveland. Garland and Mitchell, the talented 1 and 2. Struess at small forward with Mobley next to him. And it's Allen in at the 5, down low. That's good from Allen on the assist by Mitchell. Allen's got 6 points.
Yeah, nice quick catch and shoot there from Jared Allen.
Pass to Wembanyama. Rejected by Allen. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
Garland finds Allen. Back to Garland. Fires the 3. And the Cavaliers, another 3.
Shot ready, we call it, folks. Darius Garland takes the pass, immediately gets into his jump shot.
So much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Victor Wembanyama is looking to make the Spurs a contender. He said, my hunger is bigger than ever to win and compete. I can get so much better, and this is what I'm trying to do every game, every week, and every month. There's no need to be frustrated. I keep my long-term goals in mind.
Passion and patience. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. The Spurs have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Pulls up. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Garland for 3. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Wembanyama. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wembanyama's got 29 points. And here's Struess outside. Outside for Mitchell. Over Fox. Mitchell's shot is good.
boy, if you let Donovan Mitchell get comfortable shooting the basketball, you're in for a tough night. That's an easy catch and shoot.
Vassell can't get it to go. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. The three is up. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Mobley with the block.
At 7 feet, sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Oh, the body control and balance from Wemby.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Cleveland again missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. The shot by Sohan, no good.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So San Antonio ends up going with a new group. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Lets it fly. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
And here's Hunter from the arc. McLaughlin with the rebound. The Spurs have gotten 5 of 12 shots to drop in the third.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Merrill. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lets it go from the wing. Kept alive. Back to Jerome. Launches it. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to McLaughlin. Jacks up a 3. He's off on that one.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Champagne's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading. Here's Wade. Misses the deep 3-point attempt. Pass to McLaughlin. That's in. Coming off an assist from Barnes.
Yeah, not just a finisher now. Barnes always willing to make the extra pass.
Here's Merrill. Thompson controls the rebound and the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Barnes, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Castle, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the San Antonio 5.
With that deep stroke, I like Barnes' ability to switch between the 3 and 4 spots. Two distinct things in terms of spacing on the floor and the requirements of the jobs.
So it's both teams making substitutions here, and the foul called on Evan Mobley. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. Bullseye! Wembanyama's got 12 points in just the second half.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
From deep, Mitchell. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And the rebound goes to Cleveland.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Here's Fox. Fox gets it to go inside.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
And a deep three from Strus. No good with the triple.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Wembanyama. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It's such a difficult frame to guard. Wembanyama draws the foul easily.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
They get it back. Here's Mobley. Nice move. Oh, breaks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. Fox left side. Wembanyama, high post. Shoots over Allen. Wembanyama, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 5. From deep, Mitchell. And the basket's good. Off the assist from Garland. Garland's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Wembanyama. Good D by Mobley. Cleveland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Lets the 3 fly. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 13 rebounds in the game. Glass heating. Vassell's shot is good.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Here's Mobley. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Just a great job running the floor in transition. They realized they were tiring out the defense early, and they took full advantage.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
And Cleveland making a change here. Merrill's checked in. Outside Strus.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Mobley. Clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Hunter's checked in for Strus.
In for the Cavaliers, number 12.
They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Ball finds Wembanyama. Shoots over Mobley. And that one comes up a bit short.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Spurs lead by 7.
When Wembanyama has the ball in there, I mean, it's often a bucket, a foul, or both.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8, and he's unable to get the second one. Cleveland's shooting 27% here in the 4th. And once again, off the mark by Cleveland. And Wembanyama has the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. Count it.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Spurs.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Victor Wembanyama.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
On offense, here is San Antonio. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th. With the teardrop, basket counts. And now a 12-point Spurs lead.
With very little left on the clock, they've got a comfortable lead, and the fans are loving it.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. This one was a fun one to watch.